why she's self-made. So from here now we had this as the change of character, and then we saw this as the liquidity, and then this who candle as the order block. So the area was mitigated already. So for him to have been expecting a change of character to want to sell from here was wrong. Second reason why he shouldn't have been looking for a sell from here. He said he was looking at every your liquidity as well as this as your liquidity. What is the area you should consider first? It is the order block closest to this break of structure that you should consider first before anything. Before you now consider the order block at the extreme. So basically, your break of structure, if it gives you a liquidity after the break of structure, you should have an area you are considering. And then your change of character also comes with another block. So basically, these are the two zones you should be considering. Now, if you take a sell here now, what do? You wait for confirmation. And then you can sell. Right? So you can either take this break of structure confirmation or just use your change of character confirmation. So I'll give you an example. The same is true for an inverse trade. So if you have a change of character, your change of character comes with an order block. If you have a break of structure after the change of character, the break of structure also should come with an order block, right? So if you have liquidity, several examples. Okay, so it's a trade from here. So from here now we have this change of character here happen here, and then we have this liquidity here, and then we have this order block here. Let me adjust this. And then we have this order block here. Now, price did not take out this guy and then came to do what? Break structure to the downside here. Now, the moment price did that, the first pullback you would have will be considered as what? Liquidity, and then hoping for price to come into your closest zone. Do you understand? Now, how do you join this trade? You would need confirmation to join this trade. Do you get? You would need confirmation, which is what? A change of character, liquidity, and then an order block. Now, I'm just showing you so that you don't end up waiting for trades, and then so that you can even see more opportunities. Now, you have a change of character, you have liquidity here, and then price came into this, right? And so what that means is you then have another change of character, then have liquidity, and then you're expecting price to come into this one. Now, price took out this structure here and then gave a first pullback as what? Liquidity. Now, the moment price taps, I think on the 1 hour, price taps into this order block, all you need to do is, let me show you that on the 1 hour. So you see the order block, right? Price created liquidity and then comes back to tap into this. Now, the moment that happens, all you need to do is go to the lower time frame and then spot your this high as change of character. That's, you're looking for a confirmation entry now, and then you have your order block here for a sell. So 2K scenario, I think that's what is currently happening on USD JPY. They sell last night, but because of the spread, I had to jump out only for me to come and see that was price actually tanked to the downside. Right, so I was not cool with the spread I was seeing, so that's why I jumped out. Meanwhile, you have right here, you would have a change of character. Sorry. Okay, so you have a change of character, and then you would have this as, okay, so this is not even a typical example of what I wanted to do. Let me see here. Okay, perfect. I have what you call your sweep here, and then you have your actual change of character happening here. What's this one? You have a change of character happening here. Well, it's not even a typical example. So what I'm trying to say is, let's say you have a change of character, you have your liquidity, and then you're expecting price to come into this, right? Now, this is a change of character. This is your liquidity, and you're expecting this to happen. Now, but you should also know that this is a break of structure. So if price gives you liquidity after that break of structure, don't just sleep on what you have here as an order block. If you have an order block above this liquidity, if you have an order block above that liquidity, look for confirmation in any of the two zones. And what's your confirmation? Change of character, liquidity, and an order block for entry. Now, if price does not give you a confirmation here, then you can pick this here, right? So I've given you scenarios where that or those have happened, and then you can watch out for. Now, Henry, I was trying to explain why your setup failed. I said this was even on the 1 hour service there. This is a change of character, and then this is your liquidity. Now, this guy here is the order block. Now, if you go to the 5 minutes, it gave a confirmation, change of character, liquidity, and then an order block. In fact, price still came back to this zone, and that's where you had this sell. So this zone has been mitigated more than even once. So this was what gave birth to this other sell. So this zone has been mitigated. So expecting price to come into this 15 minutes and then still give you that sell was not going to be possible. So based on what I have just explained, if this is our change of character zone, we should also consider this zone. And the reason is because price give us a break of structure here, right? Give us liquidity here. And then this is the closest zone. For those who trade imbalance, I don't trade imbalance or fair value gap. This is a clean imbalance of fair value gap to want to consider this zone, right? So we have two zones to consider. This one with a confirmation or this one with a confirmation. So have this in mind. We have this zone and then this zone, right? Please hope you understand my explanation.
Yes, boss.
Okay. Is any question? Has anybody gotten any trade today? So while we wait for gold to come here, if I have other pairs, if I have set up on other pairs, I can drop them.
All
Or
right. Sorry, I have a question. What is currently happening with gold now? Uh, what I'm looking at is as if there is a change of character now. Then
yeah,
possibly it's just going to pull back to the
yeah.
last the
Can
current
you share your
market.
screen?
Okay, it's coming. Okay, I don't know if I can be allowed. Okay, you can turn on the multiple participants to share screen. Okay. Okay, so can you see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm looking at. So I'm looking at since there is a change of character here. So I'm looking forward to this stuff, pulling back to this order block here before it will now sell proper. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm right.
So where is your liquidity?
Liquidity.
We don't do liquidity.
Possibly. I want to believe that this is going to form liquidity, in the process.
So why
This
not
particular
5 minutes? Let's see
5
something.
minutes. Okay. Okay, this 5 minutes.
Okay. Do you have any cleaner zone that has not been
No,
liquidated?
no, I don't think there is, unless this
Okay, so I think
particular.
that's a more probable zone.
Then this, you see?
I think that's a more probable zone.
Okay.
Yeah, but I, for one, I'm not looking out for sales. I'm just looking out for buys.
If that doesn't happen, then
Yeah. Why not?
right.
It
Okay.
can happen. It can happen. In fact, you can jump in on it with whatever confirmation you use, whether it is a model, whether it is a candlestick um, pattern, whether it is chart pattern, whatever you use, you can jump in on it because it would also align with your head and shoulder pattern. It will also align with
Yes.
a normal entry model. So whether it is a trend line breakout you want to use for the sell, it still works. So you can just
Okay.
allow price to tap into the level and then whatever confirmation, whether it's a trend line breakout you want to use, why not?
All right. Thank you.
That's all. Please, any other concerns? Any other concerns? So nobody's saying anything.
Boss,
Yeah,
are there scenarios where price can use that the demand zone before the break of structure, that like the liquidity side before the break of structure? Are there scenarios where price will use it and still come back to the
yes,
previous
the
change of character?
extension, yes, and still use it. So it might
Yeah,
just use
scenarios
the
like that.
yes, it might use the break of structure scenario for what is it called? To build up more liquidity. Let me see if I can find one. Okay, so I think we have one here. So after this break of structure, this is the first pullback we have. And then this is our order block from here into this. And then price obviously bought from that one, right? And then still came back to buy from a change of character as well. You get so all of those was just to build up more liquidities, was just to create more liquidities. But if you really want to swing, yeah, I said I was going to talk about, I don't know how I forgot. I think I've even forgotten one thing. I was supposed to talk about something. I've forgotten. Maybe there were three things I was supposed to talk about. One was this guy, and then the other is now if you want to be profitable, we are still building capital. It is swing trade now liquidities, which is why it's a directional buy and entry from top. Where did you jump out?
Is that deal? That yes, nah, sure.
Swing trading, which means it is spot and hold trade for even 3 days or more. Right? Now, let me tell you the truth, but I am sure that he would have taken 1, 2 trades that would have gone wrong. True or true? Yeah. When you would have just held only one trade and then you would hold to the top. This is less emotionally stressful and from one swing point, let's try to maintain to the next swing point. So from a swing low, it is till it gets to a swing high. So which means whether it is giving us retracement or not, we are not closing manually. Do you get? We are not closing manually. It is fear of missing out. You do not want to miss out. And that fear of missing out can be countered by one, becoming a swing trader. See that after this trade has played out, that you would have gotten several reasons to want to hold your buy. So first, an inverse head and shoulder that would have given you a buy, right? So you'd have had one confluence here, and then whether you use chart patterns for entry, you know how you would have gotten a trend line breakout for an entry, right? Now, all of this aligning with what? We had our first change of character here from this token. So we had that break of structure here. And then we had this week that created this high and then took this out. Of course, so let's even assume you are taking all of this. So this would have been a change of character, or you were maintaining this. Remember how we got this entry? And then for you to have swing, expected that this guy completes this move, right? So let's try to maintain swing points. So if we are going to have a buy, where's that our buy zone? From here, or from, where's that change of character zone? Is it here? Wherever it is, you know that you are targeting. Do you get the point? It is swing points we are targeting. For example, if you trade prematurely, you are targeting the next swing point. You are not getting off here. You are not getting off here because you are seeing this retracement. You are holding here. If you are selling here, you are targeting the next swing point. And as price changes, same thing. Rising point. And then please question.
I want to ask something. I don't know if it's actually moderate. Yeah.
You are not. You can ask.
That happened yesterday.
Mm.
Actually, it gave like 4 entry points. Is it advisable to enter and hold till the top?
So you are saying you want to scale in?
Yes, like as it's giving the entry point, because yesterday gave like 4 entry points. So as it was giving the entry point, so is it advisable to keep on entering as it's giving more opportunities?
Okay, so let's say you have a change of character here. And then comes to give you a change of character, liquidity, order block, and entry here.
Yes.
Because for all you may know, price can take this out and then come and use a breaker block below everything and use this as liquidity. You can hold your trade from the bottom here continuously. This one is still running. You do not have a problem with this. This is where the problem comes in. You take profits and take this out and then come and give another confirmation here and still be buying. Some other times you can be lucky. You might not have that retracement back. Some other times price can just be very scattered, react, and then do you get? So if you cannot determine momentum, it simply means market can decide to stay in one place for as you do not have a problem with that. It's just getting good entries. You get? So if you have an internal, you get it. But if it takes you out, it should not take you out in loss. It should take you out in break even.
Yes, boss. So we can hold the initial, the
Yes,
one from the bottom.
entry. Yes. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Let's see the buy happened. Or let's even say let's say you had this buy here and you are targeting this area. And then price comes to give you this other guy here. So if you watch yesterday, I had 2 lines. One was here and one was here. Now, if you had a buy here, of course, you can hold all the way to this top. But to be safe, do you get? This is where you keep your TP. Now, if you are buying,
Yeah.
of course, markets can Ket comes here and respect what Henry was trying to do here, gives you confirmation and then sells back to this bottom and then still go up, it will still be right. So market can give you 90% profit and plug this. Do you get? So where is the high? Where is the high that created this low? This is the high that created the low. So this should be your first TP. Then you, but if let's say this happened around here and then price retrace, just target here first. Then you can, this is the point where you even break even. And then if your mind did, you can hold. But ideal TP will be here, or what you call TP1 will be here. So it's just like here now. Are you aware that price is coming from this zone? And then whoever bought has been holding to see price take this high. Are you aware? Now, but if you buy from here now, and you're expecting price, all of this can make you run mad. So now, if you are having this buy here, you should not be targeting here. Of course, market can come here. But this is the ideal TP because this is the high that created this low. Do you get the point now? Like I said, you cannot control momentum. You only control direction. So if you were buying here, you are expecting it to come here. Do you know how many days this has run for? And the market came here. And then instead of even coming here first, it now went to create a high. Cleared this high, came to clear this one, and now it is retracing. Do you know where it is retracing to? Into another buy zone. Where will you be targeting first? The high that created the low. This. If it targets this, then it can come here, come back, create before this can be cleared. Do you get the idea now? Questions, please. We have 2 minutes, 1 minute plus. No questions? Okay, so I would look at other pairs to see if I can get setups. I'll drop them on the group while we wait for gold to mature. Right? All right, do enjoy the rest of your dinner.